The other thing I've been doing that's also a PC thing is I went and played a game that I got for free in a Humble monthly bundle. And Humble Bundle, if you're familiar with it or not, it's a charity organization that basically sells bundles of games for really cheap in the hopes that people will pay more than they need and all the money goes to charity. So they have a monthly kind of PS Plus deal where you get once again, a blind box of about 10 games, and they're normally like really high quality games, all of them. Some of them are exclusive to this thing, so like they're like weird little indie games. And one of the games I got this month was a game called The Magic Circle, which is actually really cool, and I just went into it not really expecting much. But it's a game with a really kind of interesting black and white art style. It's kind of got I don't know if you played Stanley Parable or even Bastion thing, where there's kind of a lot of narration as you go through the world. But unlike those games, like it's a proper video game. It has this really cool mechanic that I feel like I've seen somewhere else, but I can't tell you where every creature or object you encounter in the environment, basically your character is kind of hacked into this game world. It's an in development game, and you're hearing the creators as you go through the game world talk about it. But as you run into enemies or objects they've discarded, you can open up this sort of code interface and look at the attributes that are assigned to each of them, and then like add or remove them. So you have basically this inventory. You can find, like, say it's like an enemy dog, and you can click on it and open up this interface, and you'll see that its enemy parameters are set to attack the player and other creatures, and you can just remove the player or other creatures from that list and then put that in your inventory. So you can turn all of these enemies you are finding into allies by setting it so they don't have any enemies, and setting yourself as their ally. And then if they have like some sort of special ability like flying or fire resistant or, energy attack, you can take those with you and then assign them to different creatures or enemies in the environment. So it's got this like puzzle solving element where you're finding the attributes you need and then using them. Like, for example, I found Fireproof on a robot in an area, took that attribute, killed the robot. Then I had a little pet dog with me it was a giant turtle. And I made the giant turtle fireproof so I could ride it across a lava river. Weird little stuff like that. So I've been having a good time. I'm kind of going through it slowly. It's not too long of a game. It's got a really cool art style, interesting narrative, and like really cool kind of puzzle mechanics.
Yeah, I've heard about this game. This came out, gosh, it was last fall, I think, on Steam.
It was July.
Yeah, that's when it was. It was and it actually just hit the PS4 a while ago.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, 2 or 3 or 4, in the last month or so.
Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's like the Ultimate Edition, so I don't know if the developers touched some things up, or I don't know. But yeah, I've been looking for that to maybe go on sale, because it sounded really interesting when I heard about it.
Yeah, I got it for the low price of, like, I got it and 9 other games, and I'm paying like $14 a month or something like that.
Yeah, that Humble Bundle.
That bundle's totally fucking dope. Like, it's I totally recommend
Humble
it.
Bundle is out there doing God's work.
Yeah.